Let's start by having you explain what the meeting ostensibly was about so people can understand sort of and you can help set the scene.
Yeah, Katie, it really was shocking. I was on CNN Live actually at that moment, and we were talking about the meeting that was supposed to be taking place. Essentially, Zelensky was here to sign an agreement with the United States that was basically demanded by Donald Trump. He was demanding that Ukraine make an agreement to develop some of its valuable mineral resources and give the United States some ownership in Ukraine's national wealth. The terms of that agreement, by the way, were interestingly very unclear. You'll remember that a couple weeks ago, it started out essentially almost as a sort of a blackmail type demand, you know, your money or your life. And Trump demanded initially $500 billion from Ukraine in that deal in exchange, by the way, not for future support, but what he said was only for past support of Ukraine. And although we should be clear that the United States has never, you know, given anything like $500 billion worth of assistance to Ukraine. So they negotiated after an initial hostile exchange of words. And this was presented as good news that Trump was, you know, coming around, that there was a deal that he had made with Zelensky, and Zelensky was flying here to do it. And then hopefully this would help the U.S. move forward on a better footing with Ukraine as it tries to have peace talks.
But first of all, how unusual is it to make this kind of demand for mineral rights? Has this happened before in any kind of foreign policy exchange?
No, I mean it's a naked quid pro quo, Katie, and you know it was essentially it's the most kind of transparent version of Donald Trump's view of the world and of foreign policy as almost like a protection racket, and he throws America's weight around in the world, and you know essentially demands that you pay us protection money. That's what this deal was. And you know, now, by the way, after this confrontation that we all witnessed, Zelensky has now left the White House without signing the deal. Trump issued a very alarming social media post, essentially saying, you know, forget it, you know, leave and don't come back unless you're ready to do it on my terms. And so, you know, this is a shocking day for Ukraine, for the United States, for our allies in Europe. And of course, it's a great day for Vladimir Putin.